My name is Portia.
Hi there, and I'm Lerato, and we are
First and Foremost.
First and Foremost is a YouTube channel that is going to talk all things image and everything that affects it.
Yeah, basically, guys, what we want to do with you is we want to bring the whole topic of image closer to you.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
But
what-
before we do that, we just want to tell you a little bit about ourselves.
How it started, we entered Mrs. South Africa
2017.
Women Empowerment Program.
Yes.
That's what we can call it.
Yes.
So it was like, I think we got closer when we were at finalist stage.
Yes,
Right.
But even before then, imagine when we all got there, I think the first conference, it was top 100.
Yeah.
Imagine 100 beautiful, stunning ladies in one room. And out of all those 100 people, we sort of there was this...
Attraction. Can we call it attraction without just...
I think so.
You know, there was just this thing. At that point, it did not feel so good because this is a competition.
Yeah.
You understand?
Well, I noticed her.
I noticed her too.
Yeah.
And she just had this vibe that, you know, that I was just getting. So what happened was we got closer as we moved along.
Yeah.
And for some reason, we would be in different spaces. We would be in different fundraisers. We would be in different events within Mrs. South Africa program.
And bump into each other.
We would sit next to each other. We would get to talk more. And then, you know, while we're sitting together and everything, we would notice that we actually react to like the same things, like almost in a very similar manner, which was a bit disturbing at that time, but then it was happening. We would be in fitting rooms.
Oh my gosh. We'd be in changing rooms and realize we're wearing the same underwear.
Exactly. Disturbing. I did say that. And not only that, we would be traveling somewhere, and then when we put on glasses, it's like the same brand, same shape, everything.
Yes,
you know?
yes.
And then we noticed that we both loved like similar brands. We actually had owned garments from same brands.
Exactly. You know, when we got to the semi-final stage, the top 25, and we were introducing ourselves.
Then we were a smaller group.
Yes, and we're a smaller group.
Yeah.
And then she stood there. For some reason, we had never actually spoken about what we do. And then she said she's an image consultant. And I was like, what? I'm an image consultant too.
Imagine how I felt. I thought, you know, in this whole competition, I'm the image consultant. And then this woman, that is already so much like me, is also an image consultant, you know?
Yeah. The one time I'm in her office and I see these certificates. And I'm like, how? Friend, I've got certificates exactly like this. Did you go to Colorworks?
Like that's what it was, you know. I at some point I thought, yeah, we both image consultants, but you know, only to find that we actually even went to like got the same training and everything. But then you know what? You know, when you are in something like in a program like Mrs. South Africa, where everything is moving and so fast, and then hustling
and the pressure
and everything. Somehow she became my comfort. You know, she became this person that I found so easy to tell my stuff to, and you know, somehow she would nail me. You know, even on those days where I would be feeling like I don't know, having a pity party. You know, I can put it that way. Somehow she knew how to track me in. You know, she knew how to do that for me, and in a very comforting way, in a very building way. And you know, I connected with her. I think my family, my daughters, started loving her before meeting her, because now she would be part of the story that I tell every day when I go back home. And it was just
I would
so
be
amazing.
doing the same when I go home as well. Oh guys, Auntie Portia did this today, and we were talking about this and that today. So our families knew each other before they even met.
Exactly, they knew us before
before
we met them, and it was just an amazing thing. And you know, I remember for us, it's when we attended this. I think it was Candice's kappa.
Yes,
In
a fundraiser.
in one of the hotels.
Yeah.
So what happened there was we were actually modeling at that kappa, at that particular kappa, and then when everything was over, we happened to walk out. We started speaking about image consultancy, you know, for what it was. From there, that's when we actually, you know, discovered how we sort of thinking of it the same.
Aligned, yes.
Exactly, how
yes.
aligned we were.
Yes.
And that's when now we started even pitching things, talking about different things. And then from there, that's when we thought, you know, friend, why don't we just, you know, win or lose?
Yeah.
Why don't we just walk out of Mrs. South Africa and do something together?
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
And immediately, you know, this warmth entered my body. Like, I felt like, wow. You know, I felt like, yeah, I mean, for me, this is something that, like, if I were to have, you know, any form of partnership, this is something that I would want to have.
Another thing that I found fascinating about us is that when we had our conversations on image consulting, I realized that we both saw that it transcended through the superficial element. It went way deeper,
which is what
than
it
that.
is. Which
and,
is what
and
it
it
is.
really is what it
is. And it
really
needs to be
is.
understood like that, because it begins with how you see yourself.
Exactly.
You've got that responsibility to actually put yourself out there in the public and make sure that you are received well as the power that you are. You know?
But then it starts with you.
Exactly.
It starts with you, hence first and foremost. Because first and foremost, you, before anything, before image,
Exactly.
before makeup, before the clothes that you wear, before anything, it's you.
It begins
and you
with you.
need to make sure that you love you.
Exactly.
You need to make sure that you believe in you.
And the power that you have.
Yes.
And the power that you have, because there is no way you actually going to put it out there if you don't believe it. You understand what I'm saying? So
absolutely.
After we realized that we actually seeing it the same, because you know, sometimes we sort of, I don't know, focus more on the outside part and everything, you know, adjusting this and that. We forget that there are things that we can do outside, but then before we actually do the work from within, then there's no point. So yeah, that's what we both realized.
That's what we both realized, and that's why we love the click.
Yeah.
You know?
And we knew that we were going to work together and we were going to do well together. You know, just bringing this message to the world.
This YouTube channel aims to increase the awareness and the benefits of image consulting and how it basically links to you finding the best version of yourself.
Yeah. Simply just breaking down the whole concept of best version of who you are, you know, in the journey that you are in. So yeah, we are going to be going through topics like image and age, image after kids,
why women find it hard to compliment each other,
one another, and
top 5 tips on image,
exactly,
and all that.
And then, you know, we like, this is where you actually go into actually even unravel certain things, like realize why certain things actually do happen in our lives. You're going to realize that it boils out from image, you know, sometimes having probably like not an aligned image, like how you see yourself.
Absolutely.
And how you know.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's going to be so interesting, guys. We're going to talk about image and social media. You know, it's just oh my, I'm a CEO with pink hair, you know. It's going to be so interesting, because now we're going to give it to you the way you're going to go to work or go hang with your buddies, understanding who you are or understanding how your image makes an impact in whatever space you're in.
And also not forgetting aligning your image to you, the newer version of yourself, making sure that your image matches actually you and what you do.
Yeah. So this YouTube channel aims to actually bring it to you like that, you know, just so that it can be that practical, that understood, so that it can actually benefit you as a person. This is what we needed to share with you today. Because what we're beginning today is going to go so far.
Yeah.
We can already see it, and we want you to be part of it. We want you to benefit from it. We want to grow together with you, and we think it's going to be such a fun journey. Yeah.
And remember, first and foremost, you, because it starts with you.